Professor Wergely's here. Let's set this meme type and see how that affects the page. So on PHP, if I want to set the meme type, I need to do it inside the header. Now the header is used for multiple things, which we've seen in the previous lectures where we're dealing with cookies and directing the user to another page. In this example, I need to set the content type, which is what the example told us right here inside the header. So I'm setting the content type in the header, and I need to set that to whatever the type is. So in this example, we're going to send back the same image. So here we had JPEG. So in the content type, I'm going to say it's going to be of type image, but more specifically, it's going to be a JPEG image. Okay, so I'm setting the meme type here. And then I need to open up that file. Okay, so I'm going to call this handle. It's going to be my file opener. Okay, I'm going to specify the image. So I come back to FileZilla. You'll see I have a few images here. We can do Cookie Monster JPEG. And then we need to specify how we're going to be reading it. So we're going to read this file, but it's an image file, so we need to read it in binary or bytes. So I'm going to specify the B there to read this in bytes because it's an image file. Then I'm going to specify the buffer, and I'm going to do a standard while loop. So I'm going to read the file line by line based off the buffer size. So I'm going to read about 8 kilobytes every iteration. And I'm going to print the buffer. So I'm going to print the file contents to the image tag. Once it reads all the contents, I'm basically printing out that image right here in the source. So you could think of it like opening up an image file, taking the bytes, and pasting the bytes right here in the source. Then, whenever you open up a file, you always must close that file. So I'm going to save this, upload it to the server, come back to my HTML page, make sure you did get image here, go back to the example, refresh the page, and you should see it load. If I change the image, so let's say I saw one that said funny, so you can do funny.jpg, save it, make sure that's the correct image, funny.jpg here, upload it to the server, refresh. You'll see I'm able to change the image without changing any of the front-end code. The new image says maybe if we tell people the brain is an app, they will start using it. Okay, so that's a good quote, Morgan Freeman. Now I'm changing this image based off the back-end code. So remember in the record player app, we didn't want to hard code anything. We wanted it to be dynamic because if the file happens to change, I don't want to change the front-end code. So I can write back-end code that connects to the database, grabs that corresponding image, and then displays it on the page. You can think of it as Facebook. Let's say I make a new post on Facebook. Do you think somebody's at Facebook and I click submit and then they go and write the code for my post? Or do you think they have code that writes code? When I submit my post, it uploads the image to the database. It has a template for my thread, and it goes and grabs the image from the database and displays it in the image section. If I have a video, it goes and grabs the video and displays it in that section. Or if I don't have an image, okay, it doesn't display any image at all. Same with the text. It goes to the database, grabs the text, and dynamically displays it on the page. So when you're programming, try to be thinking of this. Think about dynamic programming. Don't have anything hard-coded. In this example, I can change the image without changing any of the front-end code. I can change it based off a database query. So maybe I grab the most updated image, or maybe I grab this image from this user and display it on the page. By doing this, the front-end code remains the same. I can dynamically display images without changing any of the code. So now what happens if I want to change the image? Okay, it's JPEG now. What if I want to go to bacon.gif? Okay, so I'll do bacon.gif. Make sure you change the meme type. So I come back over here to meme types. You can see all the media types listed here. So I'm going to click on their link. And we're going to look for images. And you'll see here I have GIF. So if I want to do image GIF, then I'll do an image / GIF. So I'll come over here, change it to GIF, save, make sure you upload to the server, refresh the page, and then you'll see the GIF loads correctly. So you see it's bacon frying. It's actually kind of making me a little bit hungry. So I should switch that out. We can go over to cool.gif, save it. It's the same meme type. Upload to the server, refresh the page. You'll see the new image loads. So here, if you look here, I'm setting the meme type. On an exam, you're going to want to know what a meme type is and what it's used for. Here we're opening the image file for reading in binary or bytes. Here we're setting the buffer size to around 8 kilobytes. Then we're going to read the image file line by line based off the buffer link and print that to the browser's image tag right there in the source. And if you open a file, you must always close it, otherwise you'll have a memory leak. So we need to close the file here in PHP. Make sure you upload your code to the server. Refresh the page to make sure it works. And now you have a basic understanding of internet media types, which are meme types, and how I must set them before I send it over the web, because the browser ignores the file extension. We need to keep this concept in our mind as we move forward. Stick with Professor Wergeles. We'll see you in the next video.